Have you ever felt overwhelmed by stress, loneliness, or memories that won't let you rest? Many of us carry invisible weights every day. But what if I told you that the secret to peace, healing, and even clarity of mind is already within you? It's not complicated. It doesn't require traveling to a temple in the mountains. It's right here, in your own breath. Welcome to Breath Journey. In this series, we explore breathing meditation for healing, blending timeless Buddhist wisdom with modern neuroscience insights. Together, we'll discover how mindful breathing can calm the body, reshape the brain, and open the heart. So let's begin. With a single breath. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by stress, loneliness, or memories that won't let you rest? Many of us carry invisible weights every day. But what if I told you that the secret to peace, healing, and even clarity of mind is already within you? It's not complicated. It doesn't require traveling to a temple in the mountains. It's right here, in your own breath. Welcome to Breath Journey. In this series, we explore breathing meditation for healing, blending timeless Buddhist wisdom with modern neuroscience insights. Together, we'll discover how mindful breathing can calm the body, reshape the brain, and open the heart. So let's begin with a single breath. I'm truly grateful you've chosen to be here with me in these few quiet moments. Maybe you've just come through a long day filled with phone calls, messages, or worries that showed up uninvited. Maybe you're in your 50s or 60s, the age when we often think we've seen it all, yet still feel there are spaces inside us that nothing seems to fill. And perhaps breath, the simple, ordinary act of breathing, might just be the key to the peace we've been searching for. You know, for over 30 years, I've walked alongside thousands of people on their meditation journey, from successful business leaders living under constant stress to retired grandparents longing for a little peace in their everyday lives. And what amazes me time and again is this: all of us, no matter how rich or poor, young or old, were given the very same gift at birth, the breath. But strangely, most of us forget it. We spend a lifetime breathing tens of thousands of times each day, yet rarely are we aware that we are breathing. Only when stress overwhelms us do we suddenly notice, I'm holding my breath. I'm breathing too fast. I've lost control of my own rhythm. I remember once, a neuroscientist friend of mine said, when people change the rhythm of their breath, they change the state of their brain. This isn't just Eastern philosophy. Modern science has proven it too. When you breathe slowly, deeply, and evenly, your parasympathetic nervous system, the part that helps you relax, is activated. Your heart rate slows, your blood pressure drops, and your brain begins to release chemicals that make you feel calm and safe. I love how quantum science describes it. The universe is not just hard matter, but an endless dance of energy fields. And think about it. Your breath is the bridge between your physical body and that field of energy. Each inhale draws in fresh life. Each exhale releases tension, memories, and everything you no longer need. It's that simple, yet it's one of the most profound forms of healing. I once guided a woman in her 70s. She had lost her husband and lived alone for many years. Every night, loneliness weighed heavily on her, keeping her awake. She told me she had tried every kind of pill, but the only thing that truly brought her sleep was her breath. Just a few minutes of mindful breathing before bedtime softened her heart, quieted her restless thoughts, and finally allowed her to smile as she drifted into sleep. That story reminded me, breath is our most loyal companion. It has been with us from our very first cry, and it will stay with us until our final moment. And yet, so often we abandon it, distracted by the endless noise of the world. But the moment we return to it, sitting down, paying attention to each inhale, each exhale, something miraculous happens. We return to ourselves. I know at this stage in life, many of us no longer chase success, no longer hunger for recognition. What we truly seek is peace. Peace in the mind, peace in the heart, peace in every breath. And mindfulness of breathing is the simplest path back to that peace. You don't have to become a monk. You don't have to travel to a faraway monastery. You can do it right here in your own home, on the same chair you sit in every day, All you need to do is breathe. And that's why I invite you to walk with me on Breath Journey. This isn't just another YouTube channel. My hope is that it becomes a small sacred space where anyone can come to listen, to breathe, and to rediscover the quiet healing within their own soul. Now that you've arrived here with me, let's begin to prepare the body, because the body is the doorway to the mind. If we are tense in our shoulders, our jaw, or our back, the mind will keep echoing with restlessness. So before we take another conscious breath, let's simply allow the body to soften. Feel your shoulders. Let them drop, as if you've just set down a heavy bag you've been carrying for years. Let the muscles around your eyes loosen. Let your jaw unclench. Notice your hands. Are they holding tension? Allow them to rest gently in your lap. As you sit, there's no need for a perfect posture. This isn't about rigid discipline. It's about finding a seat where your body feels steady, but also at ease. If you're in a chair, let your feet touch the floor, grounding you. If you're sitting on a cushion, allow your hips to sink comfortably. The spine doesn't need to be stiff, just gently upright, like a tree, rooted yet flexible. Now bring your attention to your breath. Don't change anything yet. Just notice the way the air comes in through your nose, cool and fresh, and the way it leaves a little warmer. Notice how your belly rises and falls without you doing anything. Isn't it amazing? The body has been breathing for you all this time, without needing your permission, and yet when we finally pay attention, something shifts. The breath begins to feel like a friend we've been ignoring, now smiling back at us because we've remembered it. Let's take one deep breath together. Inhale slowly through the nose. Feel your chest and belly expand, and exhale gently through the mouth, letting out a long sigh. Do that once more. Inhale and exhale. Already, perhaps you can feel your body softening. You know, in neuroscience, there is a beautiful discovery. When we exhale slowly, the vagus nerve, the great calming highway of the body, gets activated. This is the nerve that tells your heart it's safe now. You can slow down. It whispers to your blood pressure. You can soften. It reminds the whole body you are home. And in this way, every slow breath you take is not just oxygen. It is a message of safety, carried through your entire nervous system. Now let us begin to count the breath, not as a way to control it, but simply to guide the mind. When you breathe in, silently count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold gently for 2 beats, and then exhale, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try this together. Inhale for 4, hold for 2, exhale for 6. Again, inhale for 4, hold, exhale for 6. Do you feel it? With every long exhale, the body lets go a little more. The mind begins to follow. And here's something fascinating. Studies in quantum biology suggest that our cells actually communicate with one another through subtle vibrations like tiny frequencies. And breath, because it is rhythm itself, acts like a conductor for this symphony. When your breath is chaotic, the whole orchestra of your body plays out of tune. But when your breath is steady, the body falls into harmony again. This is why mindful breathing is not just spiritual, it is physical, scientific, deeply human. Now, as you breathe, I invite you to imagine something simple. Each time you inhale, think, I am receiving life. And each time you exhale, think, I am releasing what I no longer need. Inhale, receiving life. Exhale, releasing. Such a gentle practice, and yet it can change everything. I once worked with an elderly man who had suffered from anxiety for decades. He told me, when I lie in bed at night, my thoughts race so fast that I feel like I can't breathe. We practice just this. Inhale, receive life. Exhale, release. After a few weeks, he said, for the first time in years, I slept without fear. Breath became his medicine. Breath became his prayer. Breath became his home. So I invite you now, as you sit here, to let this moment become your home too. You don't need to chase after peace. Peace is already here, waiting beneath the noise. All you have to do is uncover it, one breath at a time. As you breathe, notice the small shifts, the way your shoulders feel lighter, the way your chest opens, the way your mind begins to quiet down. Maybe thoughts still come, and that's okay. The mind thinks just like the lungs breathe. But you don't have to follow every thought. Instead, follow your breath. Remember, each inhale is a beginning. Each exhale is a letting go. And in that rhythm lies the wisdom of the universe itself. Let us take 3 breaths together before we move on. Inhale deeply, filling the belly. Exhale, long and slow, releasing. Again, inhale and exhale. One last time, inhale deeply, receiving life, and exhale, releasing everything you no longer need. And now, here you are, present, grounded, ready to step deeper into the practice. If you are feeling even a small sense of calm or clarity right now, I invite you to stay connected with us here on Breath Journey. By subscribing to this channel, you'll have a place to return to, a quiet corner of the internet where we practice together, learn together, and heal together. Your journey doesn't have to be walked alone. Every breath we share is a reminder that peace is possible right here, right now. Now that your breath has settled into a steady rhythm, let us begin to enter more deeply into the experience of mindful breathing. As you sit here, I invite you to imagine that each breath is like a gentle wave. The inhale is the rising of the wave, gathering energy. The exhale is the falling of the wave, returning to the vast ocean. And you, your awareness, are simply resting on the shore, watching the waves come and go. No effort, no struggle, just watching. Let us practice together. Inhale, feeling the wave rise. Exhale, watching it fall. Inhale, exhale. Do you notice the silence between the breaths? That tiny pause, like a still lake where nothing moves? That pause is not empty. It is full of presence, full of possibility. Some scientists call it the reset of the nervous system. Mystics call it the doorway to stillness. Whatever the name, it is the same gift. Allow yourself to rest in that pause, even for just a moment. And as you do, imagine that your breath is not only nourishing your body, but also cleansing your mind. Each inhale brings clarity, light, renewal. Each exhale carries away the weight of old worries, regrets, intentions you no longer need to hold. Now let us add a gentle affirmation. When you breathe in, silently say to yourself, I am here. When you breathe out, say, I am at peace. Inhale, I am here. Exhale, I am at peace. Simple words, yet powerful. Neuroscience shows that pairing the breath with positive intention strengthens the neural pathways of calm. You are literally reshaping your brain as you do this, teaching it that presence and peace are possible. Let us take a few breaths like this together. Inhale, I am here. Exhale, I am at peace. Inhale, I am here. Exhale, I am at peace. Perhaps you feel a softening in your chest, as if a heavy door is slowly opening. Now I want you to bring to mind a place in nature where you have felt safe and alive. Maybe it's a forest path, a quiet beach, a mountain trail, or even the backyard garden where you used to sit as a child. See it in your mind's eye. Imagine the colors, the sounds, the light. Imagine breathing in that air, fresh and clear. As you breathe, let this image settle into your heart. You are safe. You are grounded. You are connected to something larger than yourself. And here's the beautiful truth. The brain cannot fully distinguish between memory, imagination, and present experience. When you visualize peace, when you breathe peace, your nervous system responds as if it is happening right now. That is the power of mindful breathing. It is not escape, but creation. You are creating the state you long for, moment by moment. Let us return once more to the breath. Inhale deeply, filling your lungs with life. Exhale fully, letting go. With each cycle, feel yourself more anchored, more open. Now, if thoughts come, do not push them away. Simply notice them, like clouds passing in the sky. You do not need to chase them. You do not need to fight them. Let them drift and always come back to the breath. Inhale, I am here. Exhale, I am at peace. The more you practice, the more natural this becomes. Like walking a familiar path, your mind learns the way back to calm. And with time, this calm does not only appear when you sit to meditate, it begins to accompany you into daily life. When you are cooking, walking, speaking, even facing challenges. Mindful breathing becomes your constant companion. Take a moment now to place a hand gently on your chest. Feel the rise and fall beneath your palm. That steady rhythm is your reminder. You are alive. You are supported. You are never alone. Let gratitude arise. Gratitude for this breath, for this body, for this moment. Gratitude for the chance to begin again. No matter your age, no matter your past, every breath is a new beginning. Let's close this part with 3 deep, mindful breaths. Inhale, I am here. Exhale, I am at peace. Again, inhale, I am here. Exhale, I am at peace. One last time, inhale deeply, filling your whole being with light, and exhale, releasing into stillness. And now, as we prepare to move into the final part of this journey, remember, peace is not somewhere far away. It is not something you must earn. It is already within you, waiting to be uncovered, one breath at a time. As we come toward the close of this journey together, let us pause for a moment to simply notice how you feel right now. Perhaps your body feels lighter, your shoulders less burdened. Perhaps your mind feels just a little quieter than it was when you first pressed play. Or maybe you feel something subtler, like a soft glow inside, a quiet presence that wasn't as clear before. Whatever you are noticing, honor it. This is your practice, this is your journey, and no 2 journeys ever look the same. You see, mindful breathing is not about creating a perfect state where nothing bothers us. Life will still bring challenges. The world will still have noise. Our bodies will still age. But what changes, what transforms, is the way we meet all of this. With each conscious breath, we are cultivating a steadiness, a strength, and a tenderness that can hold life as it is. And this is where the beauty of science meets the wisdom of the heart. Neuroscientists tell us that our brains are not fixed. They are plastic, alive, constantly rewiring. Every time you return to your breath, you are training new pathways. You are literally teaching your brain how to return home. And so the next time life feels overwhelming, when anxiety presses in, or when loneliness feels heavy, your body and mind will remember this rhythm. Inhale, I am here. Exhale, I am at peace. And little by little, what once felt like chaos begins to feel more like music. I want to share a story. A woman once came to me after losing her husband of 40 years. She was drowning in grief. She told me, "The silence in the house feels unbearable." So together we began simply with the breath. At first, the silence still hurt, but after a few weeks, she said something that moved me deeply. "The silence is still there, but now when I breathe, the silence feels like him holding me. It feels alive." You see, she did not escape her pain. She transformed her relationship with it. The breath became her bridge, between sorrow and strength, between absence and presence. This is the gift I wish for you. Not an escape from life, but a deeper embrace of it. Now, as we sit together, I invite you to feel your breath one more time. Inhale, steady and full. Exhale, soft and complete. Notice the rise and fall. Notice the pulse of life moving through you. And let us remember something simple but profound. Every breath you take has traveled across the world. The air you breathe tonight once moved through forests, through oceans, through the lungs of countless beings. Each inhale connects you to the entire web of life. Each exhale returns your gift back into that same web. So in truth, you are never breathing alone. You are always part of something greater. Perhaps this is what the ancient teachers meant when they said, "To breathe is to pray." And maybe you've already discovered this tonight. Peace does not have to be complicated. It doesn't require years of study or special equipment or a retreat on a mountain. It begins right here, with the breath that is already with you. Still, I know life will try to pull you away again. The phone will ring, the news will shout, the past will whisper, but please remember, you can always come back, no matter what has happened. No matter how far you think you've gone, the breath is waiting, your home is waiting. Now, as we close, I would like to invite you to set an intention. Take a slow breath in, and as you exhale, silently offer a wish for yourself, for someone you love, or for the world. Maybe it's as simple as, "May I be at peace," or may my children be well, or even may the world find healing. Breathe in your wish, breathe out your offering, and know that every intention carried by the breath ripples outward. Science tells us that the human heart actually radiates an electromagnetic field that extends several feet beyond the body. When you breathe with love, when you set an intention with sincerity, you are contributing to a field of healing larger than yourself. This is why your practice matters. It matters not only for your own well-being, but for the well-being of all. So tonight, I want to thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for giving yourself this gift of presence. Thank you for breathing with me. And I want you to carry this with you. Each breath is an invitation to return to yourself, to remember that peace is possible, and to live with a little more compassion, a little more ease. As we close, let us take 3 final breaths together. Inhale deeply, receiving life. Exhale fully, releasing what is no longer needed. Again, inhale deeply, feeling gratitude. Exhale, sending that gratitude into the world. And one last time, inhale deeply, as if filling every corner of your being with light. And exhale, resting in stillness. This is Breath Journey. And I hope you'll return here again, not because you need fixing, but because you deserve reminding that peace is already within you, always has been. Until next time, may you walk gently, may you breathe fully, and may you know in your bones that you are enough. As we close this practice, take one more deep breath, and remember, peace is always just one breath away. If this meditation has touched you in some way, I would love to hear from you in the comments. Share your reflections, your struggles, or simply a word of gratitude. Every story you share may help another person on their journey too. And if you haven't yet, I warmly invite you to subscribe to Breath Journey so that we can continue to walk this path together. Gently click like, share this with someone who may need healing, and keep this circle of compassion growing. Thank you for being here. Until next time, may you be well, may you be peaceful, and may you continue your journey, one breath at a time. Thank you.